Bethenny's breakdown touches all, even Ramona. She was crying.
All I know is I'm very upset that she's so upset.
I could feel Bethenny's pain. She actually had an aha moment when she realized maybe if she gave Dennis what she tried to give to Luann, Dennis would be alive. And Luann was just like,
I think Ramona was crying because she realized that this woman is in a lot of pain. And Ramona was really crying because she was so sad for her because there was so much pain and misery and anger.
I was surprised, but she was upset. She was crying. She cried when Bethenny had her big fight with Carol, too.
I don't remember that. I think we were all just sort of stunned. It really did.
It touched all of us,
It touched us. I mean, it was a lot to take on. It's sort of like what just happened?
Okay, I give up. I'm sorry. Will you take your foot off my head now? You know, after this whole thing went down, it was like, I will never bring up myself again, my cabaret. I will never talk about anything personally that means anything to me because I'll be bragging, won't I? So I can't even tell my friends how excited I am about my life and how proud I am of myself for being sober at that point.
When Bethenny did that, it really scared her.
It sunk in.
I think it really woke her up. It was like someone gave her a huge slap on her face. I mean, that was what you truly call a sobering moment.
Yeah.
I can't share. I can't tell these women how good I'm doing, how bad I'm doing. Either way, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't.
And I think that's when Luann realized, uh-oh, you know, we're not the two amigos. Like, I said to Sonja not so long ago, it's a shame because, you know, Luann and Bethenny have had their things in their past, and they really did bond over this, and it really was an opportunity to, you know, work on their friendship and maybe become closer. And, you know, Luann didn't handle it correctly. She sort of got entitled about the friendship.
She burned a bridge and frittered it away. That's terrible.
I think Bethenny is very self-protective now.
She's very self-protective. I don't know, she doesn't want to be hurt again, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you know, people do things, my mother always says this, you know, when you see an incredible anger, it's really just pain.
Yeah.
Because you're frustrated.
Have you still stopped talking to them about those kinds of things?
Oh, I don't talk to them about anything.
What's amazing to me is all this talk about Luann, but Bethenny just lost someone.
Right.
She's still in the real grieving period, not sort of like, okay, it happened a year ago, or like me, 7 years. It happened months.
Right.
We're talking about, you know, 14 weeks. I don't want to talk about Luann, actually. I want to just talk about you. I'm a little bit drunky.
It's okay.
But do you understand? I just want to say this to you. It was bad he died. Here she is saving Luann and then loses her boyfriend. I mean, isn't that ironic? She can save the world, she can save Puerto Rico, she can save this, and then she has to go through this terrible tragedy.
To say she wasn't there for Dennis because she was there for me just isn't true. That's misplaced anger, guilt, and misery.
And I think that was just part of the frustration too. It's like, you got problems, well.
Right, that's what I said in my blog. I'm like, leave it to us crazy selfish bitches to, you know, distract Bethenny from her grieving process for, you know, 2 days before it hits her that this is enough.
Listen, I think everybody that loses anyone they love has a little bit of survivor's guilt for all kinds of different reasons. Was I nice? Was I good enough? Was I this?
Could I have done something
Could I have
differently?
done something else? Did I make enough calls? Da, 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 da. So I think that she definitely, it's part of the process of grieving.
Yeah.
And she's still in the midst of, you know, and you gotta remember, one of the main reasons that Luann was able to have all the help and financially, emotionally, and physically was because of Dennis.
Dennis did it for him.
So.
And how is your relationship with Bethenny today?
You know, Bethenny and I are, you know, have been friends for a long time, and we've been through a lot together.
It's too bad it
And
had
it
to get to
affected
that
her, I know.
for Luann to realize that she really hurt Bethenny's feelings.
And I think it was a sobering moment for Bethenny too, because it was just sort of something happened, and it changed after that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bethenny, once she turns a corner.
You know, certainly this is not the end of the road. Maybe it's a new beginning.
We've all seen you guys have huge blow-ups, then you make up minutes later. How are you able to move on so quickly? Both the
I think you and I, because we lived in Europe, you learned that to get it off your chest and stay healthy by moving on.
I think, when you're really close with somebody, you really do, you can blow up. I mean, I will
we're
blow
a
up
classic
at her.
example.
I mean, exactly. Mom, me,
annihilate.
and
Crucify.
Yeah, totally. I will say scathing things to my
And then
mother.
the next minute?
And then the next, we're fine.
It's fine.
We're just, I don't know. That's so normal for us just to fight. We're like, it's
If
like
you're
sisters.
close enough. If you're close
Sisters,
enough,
moms,
you just let it go.
we fight.
And the girls, all of you.
I'm saying, it's the same thing. It's like just family, and family can fight like crazy and make up and keep moving.
Some people do hold it too long.
Luann and ours didn't move on very quickly.
I didn't like that Luann held it that long. At first I thought it was
Luann
the
not
both
only
of you.
held it too long, Luann dined out on it and used
Yeah.
it as an excuse. Because it wasn't,
I wasn't
that
sure
was
at
over
first.
last year. That was over. And you have to remember, it became so stupid over the stupid Giovanni thing. But what the real truth is, it wasn't about the Giovanni, it was about the intent I had, which was, well, she was in rehab and she was panicked about this cabaret, which she was doing. She needed to have someone help her put together her costume. And I spent weeks doing that. I went through about 30,000 dresses. So it wasn't about, it could have been about anything, and I just felt like it was turned into a mockery. To this day, I haven't had a thank you. Never. And she wears it morning, noon, and night. I think I wore it 3 times in my life for events. She literally, that's her whole. Feeling Giovanni. Feeling Giovanni. I mean, half her act is Giovanni, the other half is talking about us, and then there's 2 songs. Welcome to Cabaret!
Well, coming from me, who had a funeral for Milo when he passed away.
Oh my God, it's on the sidewalk. It's on the sidewalk.
It's all over me.
I still thought it was way over the top.
He was everything to me. What do you expect? I mean, it just happened.
Wow, I hope I'm not like this when Coco dies.
I think it was also dramatic to the point where she didn't want to come to face the music at your aerobic get together.
All I'm just gonna say is that I don't think I can go to this whole aerobics thing tomorrow.
Do you remember? She didn't want to come.
I think we all love, I lost Lucy last year.
Right.
I had her 15 years. For Tinsley, that was her whole life, that dog. I mean, it was like her child. But it was over. And the whole thing, like I got a pair of Bambi sneakers from Scott. I just thought that was weird.
That too was strange that he would send a pair of designer sneakers for a dog passing away.
Look at the name of the shoe. Yeah.
Bambi shimmer sneaker in silver?
I mean, it's just like a cute cheat shoe, but it was sweet. Like it's called Bambi. I started sobbing, crying.
And the whole time that Bambi was sick, he was sending over steaks from the breakers.
Right, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of superficial.
For some reason, that triggered everybody to think that we were somehow still together.
There's never been like a relationship where you feel like someone who was your ex would send you a pair of shoes like that or any kind of luxurious gift like that for a passing.
Right.
I just don't think it's appropriate.
Like a snuggly blanket would be one thing.
Or
Something
just a
strange.
sympathy card, a prayer card, a beautiful set of flowers, a fruit basket.
I'm still best friends with my ex-husband. And just because, I'm allowed to still talk to an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband or something. It doesn't mean that we're together.
I almost died when I showed up and she didn't have any eyelashes on and makeup. And she, by the way, looked gorgeous. No makeup, ponytail, jeans, and a t-shirt. I don't know why she doesn't go around like that all the time. Then she'd attract the right guy.